guys about a product. Smaller company, just really started. The idea, this gentleman has ideas for days on products, hunting products that would really benefit the hunter. And he knows this because he is a diehard hunter. He is also part of our crew, and that is Jimbo. So Jimbo invented the Navigator 360, which is this right here. It's very simple. It clips to pretty much anything. Like your jacket, it clips to, which you really couldn't see that, it can clip to anything. It clips to limbs, and what it is a 360 degree trail marker. It is all the way around, reflective, highly reflective trail marker. And here's something I want to say. I'm one of those people that I'm really good with the sense of direction in the woods. I've never been lost. And I've been in some really thick stuff even in the middle of the night and never been lost. But even having a sense of direction of where I need to go doesn't always mean I hit the same trail. In the past I've used the leading competitors and didn't necessarily have a problem with them, but the problem is that they're one-dimensional. You put one on one side of a tree as you're coming in, well, guess what? They're not there on the same path as you're coming out. You're not going to see them. So unless you're going to put double tags on both sides, it doesn't always help. When we went to hunt Illinois, I hung this Navigator to a certain spot where I entered my trail, and I hung a few out through there. As we were walking such a distance to get to where we needed to go, I saw this from almost 200 yards away. Yes, I have a very bright lumen headlamp, but the fact was that on red, I was able to see this for almost 200 yards away. And I actually probably did see it 200 yards away. I didn't range it, but it was a really long ways. And I could see it very bright. And that's awesome. Because here's one of the other things. And if any of you hunters ever put those leading competitors, I'm not going to name product names, but if you ever put one of the push-in tags into a tree, if you ever mess up and put that thing at deer eye level and you go walking into the woods at night, you might pause because it looks almost like deer eyes reflecting back. These don't do that. They don't look like deer eyes. It is, like I said, very reflective. And when we get out of the woods tonight, I actually hung one up on this trail. We're not deep in the woods, but I just did it because I hung it up. I've got a friend who, the Puerto Rican redneck, he can get lost on a two-way hallway, and he just gets lost everywhere. So when the Puerto Rican redneck started hunting this property with me, he went to hunt it by himself one time, and it was just not going to be good. So we hung up the tags on the trees, and he used them in it, but we had to put a lot to get him to this spot. With the Navigator 360, I would not have had to use nowhere near as much and to be able to do the exact same thing. And even then, he came out a different trail than he walked in. So, it is very important. These things it is very important to not get lost. And it is also very important. You can use these things for anything. You can use it for rescue. You can use it for fishing, if you got a trout line somewhere or a little good little fishing spot, or let's say you're getting ready for a tournament and you might not have, let's say you're John boating it. Well, and you might not have all the GPS navigational system or whatever, even if you got it on your phone. Sometimes you might not have service. With this right here, no signal required. You don't need any service to use this right here. You clip this on a little limb. You come riding up. You hit it with your light first thing in the morning. Boom! You know where your spot is. You know where to go hit those spots. So definitely use them. And if you use an LED on the front of your boat, guess what? It'll work on the LED on the front of your boat. It will hit this thing and it will reflect back to you. And that is bad to the bone. And you don't have to use red. It's a white color because you can use it red, white, blue. It only matters is what color light you're using, but it will reflect to any color light and be bright. So, shout out to the Navigator 360 by Harvest Moon Products. I'm going to put a link in the description where you guys can go and get these. They're not expensive. They're an inexpensive thing that can really save you a lot of trouble. So the Navigator 360, make sure y'all check them out and just support a local small business. Harvest Moon Products is located North Georgia and very small, just started. But he's got a lot more in store for you guys, so you want to definitely just follow along with him. Check out their website, check them out on Facebook, Instagram, and yeah, anyways, now that I'm done with that, I'm going to shut up and get to hunting. Alright guys, so, didn't see anything, but I figured I would, as I'm leaving, I'm going to take and show y'all what I'm talking about with these navigators. So I got my headlamp on. I'm going to turn it to red. Believe it or not, each one of these trees here, and I said we put a lot here, each one of these trees has a competitor. But look at that, glowing bright, very bright. Now we're going to walk past it, and then I'm going to turn around, and as you see, there's nothing else here, you see. And I'm going to turn around. Look at all the leading competitors, and I told you this was done for a friend so that he would stay on the trail. But that one is still brighter than all of those. Didn't have to stick anything to the tree. It's just hanging. It's just clipped right here on a limb. As you can see, easy peasy. No problem. Now, we're gonna walk out all the way, and I'm gonna turn around and show you. Look at the difference. Look at the difference. You can tell which one's brighter. I don't have to say nothing. Look at that. That's crazy. It is definitely brighter. And I'm going to do something else for a second. Look at that. Still brighter. Anyways, so like I said, you guys can pick those up at harvestmoonproducts.com, and honestly guys, they're worth it.